Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me, Hari?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, like, I have no idea. I'm sorry for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, let me open your resume.
Okay.
So you said you have 5 years of experience in SAP FICO, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, could you walk me through your experience in SAP FICO and what all you did in terms of configuration and what are you good at, which is your expertise?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I have like a total over 4 years of experience. Currently, I'm working on one of the client like Hasbro at Rhode Island. So initially, I joined this project in the Jan. So first 3 months I've been working on the enhancements. Most of the enhancements are into payment AP and AR related, and since April I've been working on the implementation project for the 3 company codes. One of the company code is US, Ireland and Greece. So basically I've been working on the models like a general ledger, AP, AR, EBS, fixed assets, configuring all the basic setups like company code 2, like they've been using the other system and they're migrating to the SAP. So initially, like I've been working on from the final like a project preparation to the go live. So now at the present is my project is in the go live, and I'm left with the fixed assets module, but almost done with that. Yesterday we have loaded all the fixed assets. So this is my...
Okay, so your video is not on?
Okay, sure. Let me turn it on. So this is my project as of now I'm doing.
Okay. So let me go to this. The current project that you're doing is in Rhode Island, right?
Yes. Yeah. Currently I'm at Rhode Island.
Okay. So overall, which module are you very good at? What is your expertise in SAP FICO? Which modules?
I would say like APAR, General Ledger, and EBS also, like setting up a EBS. So I would say like these are the most strong modules, I can say. And even now I've been working on the fixed assets, like I've been like more familiar, okay, how like each and everything, how your depreciation is calculating, and at what time, like what you need to, like, you know, when it's like creating an LSMWs, loading the files for the fixed assets, and matching the trial balance with the fixed asset loads, and I've been like working.
Okay, so you said EBS, right? So have you configured any search strings?
Yes, so like for now, like for the Greece project, like what I'm currently working on it. So for some of these search strings, like profit center is mandatory from some of the accounts, so clearing accounts. So we have to go to the search string, and we create the search string for this particular posting key. For example, let's say like a 477, 495, 695 posting keys. So we have maintained those. I have mentioned that.
Okay. Why do we create search strings?
So, for example, see, like your profit center is mandatory for this GL account. So, like for that, we are creating the search string for the or cost center. For example, let's say like okay, basically from one of your GL account is mandatory for the cost center. This is a cost center GL account, so we are maintaining in the search string.
Okay, how does the search string work?
So when you're posting whenever you're posting this GL account and it's replacing to the this GL account. For example, let's say like you want to post it 1, 2, 3, 4 GL account instead of like okay when you create a search string for that. So this GL account instead of this GL account 1, 2, 3, it will post to the 2, 3 account like where you maintain in the search string.
Search string, where does it come from?
Like a normally configuration, like okay, where you maintain all.
No. So in the search string, if you're configuring a search string, that string should match with something else for your system to post a document, right?
Yeah.
So this is EBS.
Yes.
So how is it happening?
So basically, where you are assigning with the external transaction types and assigning to the accounting, assigning to the account groups, right? So from there, like it is deriving.
So all this happens when you receive a file, or when is it happening?
So basically, when you are receiving the file, when you are posting, so it happens that like when you are receiving from the file, right? At the time it will happen.
Okay. So in a recurring bank statement, what all configuration you get? So basically, if you're saying search string, you maintain because your GL account, the cost center is mandatory, or profit center is mandatory, right?
Yes.
So the GL account is already coming from the configuration. The search string, how does it pick up the cost center?
Cost center, like see, like when you're maintaining in the like a search string in the cost center, like see in a bank file, when you give the like in a txt file, when you're giving like a GL account, GL accounts required some of the like GL accounts require the profit center or cost center. Then we are maintaining into the search string one, right? So when you're loading this file, like then it will pick up from the what we have configured in the search string, right?
Okay. So going into APAR. So what are you configured for the accounts payable and accounts receivable?
So I have uploaded like vendor creations, API setups, ADI, and interface like connectivity to the bank interface connections. So this is all I did, and API customer creations, payment processes for the customers, and the vendor invoice, vendor payments, if, like a payment runs.
Okay. Yeah. So payment run, could you walk me through the steps for the payment run?
Like all configuration or only payment runs?
The payment run, the configuration for the payment run.
Okay, for example, let's say like one of the vendor wants like a payment method. So when you go to the F1, okay, when you give like first we have to say okay which vendor do we have like open items for those vendor. So for example, I'm doing a testing. So like first I'll look into the okay whether we have vendor open items or no. Then if it's not, like okay, I'll create like a FB62, like I'll post the $1,000 invoice. Then I'll be creating okay $1,000 and I'll make like open like invoice. Then I'll go to the F11 and I'll post like a payment method of specifically, for example, let's say like L payment method or X payment method. L payment method, for example, let's say like a wire transfers. They need like an IBAN need to be populated in iDocs. So while creating, okay, first step is like I'll give a company code like X payment method. Then after that, I'll create like a variant. In a variant, like if you go to the down bottom, like a transfer IBAN. So like for me, like currently, it has like a came up the requirement. It has to populate like IBAN in the iDoc file. So this is what I did. Like okay, in the bottom, like where you can like click on transfer IBAN, so it will populate. So where you maintain all your variants like a company code, which is your house bank, which is an account ID and all details. Then you'll run the payment proposal, and you'll see and you'll go to the edit proposal, and you'll see whether your payment has been, when you see like a red dot, like a red icon and green icon, okay, green icon is okay, payment is success. Then you'll run the payment run, and you'll see the payment. When you go to the additional log, you'll see the payment run log. So where you can see your iDoc number. So if you want to see your iDoc, then you can go to the WE02 where you can see iDoc. Then I'll be downloading this iDoc into text file, where you can download your iDoc file with a CG3Y. So where you have to post it all your iDoc directory and iDoc number. Then you can download those, and I'll be sending this file. So basically, what is the configuration you need to do is like, okay, you have to see the paying company code in country, okay, which country you are setting up, and which payment method. You have to see whether you have for specific company code country you have like a L payment method or no. Like for example, I'm taking this one. Then you come to the company code, and you'll see, okay, you configure that if it is there. If it is not there, then you'll set it up. Then after that, you'll come to the bank determination then house bank. Okay, which bank you are, Citibank or Bank of America or like American Express. So which bank, all the bank house bank details you'll be setting up. Then you'll set up the bank determinations, which bank account and which account, which payment method, and which currency you are setting up.
So how are you sending the payment to the bank?
So like we have normally for testing purpose, I'll be sending like a TXT files, but in general, like in a production system, we'll be setting up like a batch job, like a through interface, like we call it as a title. It's like there's a third party one. So what we do is like we set it up as a batch job at the title, and when we run the payment run, it will automatically triggers to the batch job in the title, and title will be sending directly to the bank.
Okay. So to the third party, how are you sending your payment? I mean, the details.
So see, like when you go to the house bank, you'll set it up all your directory and your partner profiles and everything you'll be setting up, right? So through that, like in iDoc, when you take this directory, whatever you setting up partner profiles and everything, so this same profile they'll be setting up in their system in a third party one. Through that, like whenever you're running your payment method, they'll get a notification, and directly they'll be sending a link to the bank. This is what happens, like I have seen in my company. Like it might be like a different to the other company, but like.
Okay. So can you explain me the FI and ST integration?
Sorry?
FI and ST integration?
FI and integrations. I've not done much of the FI and SD integrations, but OKB9, where you can do all your FI and MM integrations.
So SD mostly with the finance and with the sales and distribution. What's the integration that happens?
Normally where integrations, I've not to be honest, I have not done this one. So, but I'm aware of it. Like only FI, and we'll be taking care of the FI side. Like only one integration we have to do. Then other parts will be
So in SD, if they have to reflect the revenue account, so even if you have not done that in terms of theoretical, do you know what happens, how the revenue account is determined?
Yeah. So when you do the COPA deviation role, KED, when you do your configuration, KED, when you do the controlling area and the company code, and what is when you set it up there. Hello. For example, you will be set. It will, one of the accounts will be hit for sure, and other accounts when you're making payments, you mean to say, or
when you receive payments, well, it is sales invoice, right? So you'll be sending something to the customer and you'll receive payment from them.
Yeah.
So at that point, when you receive the payments, what would be the accounting entry?
See, okay. Cash account data to bank. Bank account data to bank account data to cash.
Okay. So you have your integration, and then so you said you have APAR. Any other modules in controlling that you are aware of?
I've done like a little bit of purchasing. Creating a purchase POs, changing the POs, this is like creation PRs and POs. I've done this one. And moreover, like a fixer is working on it like right now. Yeah.
So chart of depreciation levels, and how many chart of depreciation can a company have?
See, there can be have like a multiple chart of accounts, but like I say, one will be the country level chart of accounts, and there might be one of the country level chart of accounts and
chart of depreciation.
Chart of depreciation, only one of chart of depreciation, and it derives from there. For example, let's have I have a US company code. Okay, there will be only one chart of depreciation. For example, I'm saying HS US. It is my chart of depreciation.
Okay. How does the foreign currency valuation work?
So when you do like a when you do this setting up on, I think OK59, when you set up your currency rates from for example US to Euro or US to India, when you set it up there. So for example, when you're processing any invoices or any invoice documents, so you want to see you're making a payment to the Mexico, and you want to see the currency, you want to pay in their currency, not in our currency, right? So but this, when you go to the extras document, you can see there as a document document the currency rates, okay, how much you are rating, how much you're paying, the currency evaluations.
What are the month-end activities that you do for foreign currency evaluation?
So like basically when you run like recently I've run one of the report where you give all the whatever the company code you want to run. So I forgot the T code, sorry, but you got to one of the T code like a foreign currency report, and you'll give all the data like a previous month and this month, okay, which date, like for example if I'm running for the April month, and I'll be giving those dates and the specific company code and what are the rates I would like whatever the company codes I'm running, then I'll be executing this report. Foreign currency exchange report, I think foreign currency exchange report, I think we'll be running that. But I have not involved, like I have not done any month-end activities so far in this project, but like I'm aware of it. I've done only once, like I have created one report for the foreign currency, so I'm aware of it. Right now, like it's top of my head, I'm sorry.
Okay. When you do the foreign currency evaluation, what is the realized or unrealized loss or gain? What happens to them?
So like see, like a realized gain and loss, like it depends upon like what okay. Hello. Once like I have created one report for the foreign currency, so I'm aware of it. Right now, like it's top of my head, I'm sorry.
Okay. When you do the foreign currency evaluation, what is the realized or unrealized loss or gain? What happens to them?
So like see, like a realized gain and loss, like it depends upon like what okay.
It's okay. Do you know what RISAP means?
Which one?
RISAP?
No, I have no idea.
RISAP, have you created any interfaces or reports?
So basically I've created one of the report, like it's not a report, but like what, like you mean to say like a year-end reports, or what kind of reports you're talking about?
Any reports? Have you worked on any custom programs?
Custom programs, like I've created one of the report, like I've been talking about the AP, like when I was doing like AP, so one of the company called like a China company, they wanted like a customized report, like say so like Mexico, like currently I've developed one of the reports. So Mexico, there's a Savos report, like a Z report I've created for that. So when the customers are receiving the files, so it will like there's a report to minimize the like a manual work. So we have created like a Z program, one of the Z program. So Savos is one of the Mexican payment. So what is happening? So we will be receiving like a Z like a XML file, and we'll load into the Z program, a Z file, and we'll go to we have a customized one of the reports, ZPA payments. So one of the what happens, like when you receive the XML files, it will come to the Z program and it will update your, okay, you have to upload the file, and you will see what are the amounts and everything you got into from the bank. Then you will process the F-28. From there, like, okay, you will see all the okay, whatever the payments you received, and again when you go to the F-30, and you will process from the payment from there. So this is one of the program we have created.
Okay. Have you worked on what are payment terms?
See, payment terms, like, okay, for example, let's say like you're paying for the vendors. We give like some of the payment terms, okay, 100 days, okay, immediate pays, or like 60 days pay, okay, 60 days terms. Okay, once you receive the goods, okay, you can pay us like, okay, 60-day terms or immediate terms. Like those are the payment terms. We derive like, okay, 1,000 or like 129, 65 days, like that.
So, okay. So, you said you worked on asset accounting, right? What are the asset retirement entries?
Yes. So I've done. Yes, I've done asset retirement and asset loads, asset creation of assets.
What entry happens when asset is retired?
Asset is retired when there'll be like a 4 entries will be for like a 31 and 70. And
those are the posting keys, right?
Yeah, like I'm remembering those, like beside, like, okay, what will be like a posting will be happen.
Okay, no worries. How many employee life cycle implementations you have done?
This is my third.
Okay. So can you describe the phases of the project as per your experience?
Yeah, so project preparations, there were project preparations and blueprints, realizations, and final preparations and go live. So these are the phases. But so far, like currently, like what I'm doing for the 3 company course, I've not hit up on blueprints. Directly we jumped on the realizations and doing all the configurations and testing, unit testings and integration testings. This is the phases we have worked on it.
Okay. And okay, tell me, so the industry that you're working on, what is the, tell about that industry and what's the business process for the one that you're currently working on?
Yeah, sure. So mine is CPG, like we are into toys manufacturing. So like what happens is Hasbro, from the customer it will go to the from the customer it will come to the Hasbro, and it will go to the HFE, and it will go to the again like a manufacturing and delivery. So this is the, like our organization structure or process usually happens.
Okay.
We are into like a toys, like more into toys manufacturing. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here from this. Okay, have you worked on any taxes?
Yeah, so every company has already their own tax procedures and tax codes. So yes, I've set it up on the tax codes and tax maintaining the GL accounts for the and the tax percentage, tax percentages.
Which system did you use to derive the tax rate?
So right now we are using a ECC 6.0.
No. So the tax rate, where are they coming from?
Tax rates. So where you made see when you create your tax rates, okay, you're maintaining like a tax rates. Whenever you're creating, so when you create the tax percentages, like you are creating them and you are maintaining in the tax. So there's a procedures. So when you create the procedures, you'll create the tax code and for maintaining the percentage rates, right? In FPXP, like where you create your taxes and you create all the percentages. So it's deriving from there.
Okay. So have you heard about vortex or tax rate systems?
Vortex? No, I'm not.
Okay. So, what are the month-end and year-end closing activities for FI?
So, closing up the trial balances or balance sheets and AP side, all the month-end, whatever you are opening and transfer a balance is growing and you're bringing up your opening balance to the next month. So these are the month-end and Hello?
Which system did you use to derive the tax rate?
From May onwards they'll be using S4HANA. I have no idea. I've never done before.
Have you worked on withholding taxes?
Yes.
Could you explain?
So withholding taxes, I've set up for one of the vendors. So withholding taxes with a percentage of 20. So you want me to walk through all the procedures or what exactly you're looking into this?
So withholding taxes, there are two types, right? What are they? Have you heard of extended withholding tax?
Yeah, I know withholding tax, one of the with the vendors we do all the withholding taxes, but I don't know the other one. Which one? May I know which one is that?
Okay. So the current one, are you? So your client is it implementing new GL or no?
Yes. So right now, so what they're doing is they're implementing S4HANA, so they're moving to the S4HANA from ECC to S4HANA. So they're working on it, they're migrating to S4HANA. So most probably from May onwards they'll be using S4HANA. But they're using a new GL.
Okay. So do you know the new GL accounting functionality, how it is different from the classic GL?
New GL accounts, we have parallel ledgers, document splitting, segments, and two other parallel ledgers. We have it's, for example, if you're maintaining your books as a local gap and you have a gap. For example, your company is based on the US and you have a sister company in India, like you have maintaining the parallel ledger in like a local gap, and the other gaps as like a ISR or some gap you're maintaining. So in order to see your balance sheet, like consolidated balance sheet with the local gap and the like a US gap. So it's a like like a parallel ledger maintaining, and like we have like a document splitting. So most of the time, like okay, this is like one of the key feature I can say, like where we maintain like okay, it's basically maintained for the vendor invoices. Let's say for the import taxes or output taxes for the expenses, like let's say like a vendor invoice has it like a $10,000, and expenses one is like 8,000, and expenses two as like a 2,000, and you have like a tax as like $1,000. So you have to split amongst the expenses one and two, right? So in this case, you will be using like a document splitting to where your profit center, where you can distribute to the which profit center you are using expenses one and two.
Okay.
Hello.
Have you worked on workflows?
Workflows. So what kind of workflows? Like a process you're selling, or what kind of workflows you're talking about?
Process also.
See, right, like for example, let's say like I would say like a process workflow as a service now. We are using as a service now to track everything. Whenever you're starting up your project, like okay, giving estimates and you're building up, next is like okay, development, building. So you are creating your change request, and you're tracking up okay, whatever the task. For example, you're working with the team or like a basis team or ABAP team. You'll be creating a change request and creating a task, and once you're completed, then you're moving to the like once you're done with your configurations and all the setups, and you'll be testing, and if you feel like you're good, then you'll move to the test, which is a UAT, as well as you'll move to the in service now in the test phase, and you'll set it up as a UAT, and you'll by this system is tracking okay, which stage your enhancement or your request is at right now. This is the flow we are using. After UAT is complete, like a UAT is successfully, then the business confirms okay, we have successfully, okay, test has been successfully.